watch me make dinner here at the Young's house. I couldn't be more excited to show you all how easy it is to whip up a nice, delicious dinner. Quick and simple recipe that's so easy to make, you and your whole family will love. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some chicken. Doesn't matter what pieces. Whatever pieces you love, that's what you're gonna use. I washed off my chicken using lime juice, salt, and cold water. I gave it a nice wash off, and then we rinsed it very well. I have a really interesting ingredient we're gonna be using today. We're gonna be using a couple pepperoncinis here. It's gonna give great flavor to our chicken today. This chicken will be baked. And we're gonna use a nice sweet Vidalia onion. We're gonna serve this chicken with some stuffing. Absolutely. And we're gonna also serve it with some delicious green beans. This is not gonna be like a cooking tutorial. It's just gonna be a cook along with me so you all can see what I'm making this evening, okay? So we're gonna be putting some Sazon onto our chicken. It always brings a great color and a great taste. I got some chicken bouillon powder. You know it brings flavor, right? We're gonna be using parsley flakes to make everything look pretty. We got garlic and onion powder and some salt and pepper. Make sure your hands are clean. Cook dinner with. First thing I'm gonna do is show you how I like to clean my chicken. There are times when I'm baking up a nice chicken and I leave the skin on. Now, if I leave the skin on, I put some oil onto the skin. There's two things that the oil will do. It'll make the skin nice and crispy, like you want it to, and it'll also help to adhere those spices to the skin. So you got an option to take it off or leave it on. I'm going to trim around. See, look at that. That's not how it's supposed to look, right? And then you can see pieces of fat here. We're gonna discard of that. On some of these pieces, I'm gonna leave the skin on, right? And then on some of the pieces, I'll just take the skin completely off. Okay, and then when we decide to eat, you can pretty much decide which one you want. You want one with the crispy skin or without the skin. It's fun to do that for me. Now look at this. Now look at what it looks like. Just a little nice trim to it. Beautiful. Just like that. Okay. And we're gonna continue to make it look nice and pretty. Now, when I'm frying chicken, this skin stays on. It gets so crispy and absolutely delicious. I hope you guys are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. When's the last time you had a good chicken dinner? Whether it was fried, grilled, or baked, when is the last time you had that? I find that maybe at least two times a week, we're having baked chicken. It's quick, it's simple, it's delicious. It's gonna stick to your ribs and get everybody nice and full, and it tastes good, right? And like I said, any of the pieces of chicken, I'm baking, I'm seasoning it up really good, and it tastes absolutely amazing. You throw 2 side dishes and you're good to go, right? Absolutely. So baked chicken is the way to go here at the Young's house when you're busy. You know, when you're a busy family, you can just whip this up, season it, throw it in the oven, and do all the things that you need to do, right? I'm going to continue to finish cleaning up this chicken a little bit, and when I come back, we're going to have my oven preheated to 355 degrees. I got some oil here. It really doesn't matter what kind of oil you want to use. Just get you some on there, and it's going to keep your chicken nice and moist. Because I'm using thighs, you really don't have to worry about, you know, the thighs getting dry on you, right? So we're going to go ahead, give them a nice, like making sure that oil is all over them. And I'm going to flip them over. I think that I left 3 or 4 of these with the skin on. So like I said, that oil really benefits those ones to get the skin nice and crispy. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. I hope you all are having a great beginning of your week. All right, lovely. So we're gonna paint the oil on just like so. My oven's preheated. Let's go ahead and season it right now. So now I always like to tell everybody, this is so funny. I'll always say it's not a cooking tutorial. Maybe it's just something that I can't do. I have to teach when I'm in the kitchen. I have to teach you how to do it, how to make it taste good. And sometimes I'll tell you guys, it's going to be a cook along where you guys can just watch me cook. I feel like I feel the need to show you guys how to cook. So that's out the window, right? I don't think I could do it. I love to teach people in detail so they can understand the art of how to cook and how to make things taste delicious. That was chicken bouillon powder. That right there, great flavor. If you use it, you don't have to use salt because the salt is in that chicken bouillon, okay? So now I'm gonna go in with this lovely Sazon packet. This is always gonna be the Sazon that I use, not the kind that's in the jar or the bottle. This one here in the packet that's in the orange packet. Great flavor, beautiful color to your recipe. I'm just gonna use enough, 1 pack will do this whole set of chicken here. Really, it will. I'm going in with some parsley flakes. Really, you know, this is just for color. Mix it nice and pretty. There we go. A lot of onion and garlic powder on purpose. If you wanted to crush up a garlic clove, you can do that. Put it in the bottom of your pan and your chicken will absorb that lovely garlic flavor. Absolutely it will. We're going to go in with some black pepper. We're going to flip it over, and then this goes into the pan. I got a 9x13 pan over here. I'm going to let these spices really seep down into this chicken at least for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes before it even begins to cook. And when you let it set, it tastes better. To me, it does. So I like to tell you guys, make sure you let that chill come off of the meat before cooking it. Let's season that other side, get it nice and pretty. I love this. I love doing this and sharing all of my recipes with the world. It's just what I like to do. I don't feel like I'm working at all. Like, I'm here and I have so much fun doing this, and I'm so grateful to YouTube for giving me this platform to be able to do this and share my recipes. There's so many people that comes back and like, Gina, thank you. Like, you know, they tell me stories of they didn't know how to cook, or, you know, they didn't know how to make a certain thing, or now they get it. You know, they understand why you're supposed to do something or why you wouldn't do something because of, you know, the way I like to teach on this platform. I have the time of my life every time I step behind this camera. Really, I do. Okay, so this is my last seasoning. I'm gonna let this set for about 20 minutes. But when I come back, we're going to chop up some veggies, which is our onion. And when it comes to those pepperoncinis, we can just leave them whole. What they do is they're going to release flavor into the pan and into your chicken. Let's go ahead and slice or dice up just a little bit of nice sweet onion. It roasts in the pan. It's going to bring great flavor to our chicken. You bet it is. I do the same thing with pork chops. Pork chops and pork steaks, I cook them the same way and it's delicious. Right into this pan. Now what I've done with the pan, I put some water in there. You can use broth if you want to, right? And inside of the water, I put some chicken bouillon powder. It's gonna bring great flavor. And then we're gonna take those 3 pepperoncinis. Great flavor right there. My light's on. I didn't realize I was in here cooking without the light, so I'm hoping that the other part of the video you had great lighting. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and put our chicken in. The underneath side down, you know, towards the bottom. Lay it right on top of those peppers and the pepperoncini, that water that we season with the bouillon powder. Going right in. My oven is nice and preheated. If you wanted to use bell peppers, you can. Absolutely you can. This chicken smells so amazing. If it smells and looks like this, you know it's gonna be good, right? Absolutely. I don't want anybody to be afraid to cook. Don't be afraid to cook. It's gonna turn out right. It's gonna always turn out right. Especially if you follow my tutorials, you know. I'm showing you how to do it step by step. It's gonna turn out exactly like mine would. And I try my very best not to leave out any details so you can understand what's going on here. So now we're going to take this, get it into the oven, 355 degrees, and don't cover it. If you cover it, it'll just steam. Make up some quick dressing. This dressing box, the stovetop stuffing, it calls for me to use 1.5 cups of either broth or water. I'm using water. And inside of here, you get a packet. Sometimes there's a seasoning packet and a crouton packet, but lately I've been seeing that, yeah, this is the croutons and they've already been seasoning. So the seasoning is in there, okay? If you want to add a little bit more flavor, absolutely you can. I'm going to go ahead and cut my stick of butter. I'm going to use just a little over a half of butter. It may seem like a lot, and it is. I want the butter in my dressing, I really do. So once that gets nice and melty, the water comes up to a boil. This goes in, we stir it around, put a lid on it and turn it off, and this is done. And it's so delicious. In the meantime, we're gonna make up some green beans, and it's so simple. I keep the broth that's in here, or the brine, so to speak, because it tastes good. To me, it does. There's people that rinse their green beans off that come in a can. I've seen that before, and I thought, oh, okay, that's something new. I mean, nothing's weird about it. I guess I just never rinsed my green beans off out of the can. But that little brine that's in there, I use it. All right, so now I'm going in with some bouillon. Quick, easy ingredients for my green beans, okay? Bouillon, black pepper. You can put an onion and some bacon in here if you want. But you ain't got to, okay? Garlic powder. We're gonna use the rest of that butter, heat this up, and basically all you gotta do is heat it through, and it tastes good. Look at that. I always like to clean up as I go. Dishes are done and put away. Everything's wiped down. All the spices are set aside in case I need them for anything. But clean up as you go. It just makes cooking that much more fun when you clean up as you go. If your kitchen is a mess and you're cooking, or you're using this and that and you're leaving the boxes and the papers and everything right here, it gets kind of overwhelming and it's not fun anymore, right? I got a nice cup of coffee. The time is 6:35 p.m. and I'm in here cooking up dinner. This is my second YouTube video of the day, and when I'm done with this, we're gonna do some other videos over on another platform. So we're moving in the right direction. We got good timing today, and thank you all for being here today. So my water came to a boil. The butter got nice and melty. You see, we put the croutons in and they're already seasoned. Go ahead and turn this stove off. Cover it up and come back in a couple minutes and it's perfect. How easy is this dinner? Super easy. The house is smelling amazing right now. The chicken is cooking up. The green beans, you know, they're almost done. Just go ahead and turn them down on low. Let's take a peek in at this dressing here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. We're gonna taste it because I can't wait. I can't wait until dinner. When I come back, the chicken will be done. You guys will get that first bite. Look at this. Dinner is served. And look at that. You can leave that juice in there and pour it over your dressing. Pour it over your rice or your potatoes. Delicious flavor in there. Chicken's done. Dressing is done. Green beans on deck. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing every day. And Father, once again, we thank you for this meal and your hedge of protection. Amen. Look at this, y'all. Neck is up. Taste it. I couldn't be more excited. Dressing. Dressing. Oh, yeah. Green beans is right on point. Ooh. Make you some. Super easy. You're going to love this.